contenders for the World Grand Prix.
That's true. And while the stakes might not matter too much for who places in the regional finals from this match, because I believe both players in, it's still good for them to not only help them with their seeding going into the top 8, it also helps them develop more points over the entire year to possibly get them into the World Grand Prix. So this is there's still a lot riding on this. Every point matters in these open qualifiers. Get them.
Yep. Here it comes. LUDIBROLO versus SHEEPY. This could be the last match. If LUDIBROLO wins, it is all over. If SHEEPY wins, then we go into a second match.
That's right.
Look how shiny Aisha is.
Pretty cool card. I haven't seen that animated yet, actually.
She's kind of like a pop star. It's kind of cool. There's like lighting behind her, and she's like posing. It's awesome.
All right, LUDIBROLO sucking the last of that water bottle dry. Getting ready. Let's go.
You need to keep hydrated for card games.
That's right.
Always hydrate.
I mean, they've been playing all day. They've been playing for a long time today.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 2 Draconic Fervors, but no low-cost ramp so far for LUDIBROLO. Just no turn 2 play in general.
Yep, not a lot to do, but Pure-Hearted Singer matching up with the new updated Soul Squasher, only having 1 defense. Feels pretty nice. Could go with the Star Phoenix as well, but I like the Pure-Hearted Singer here.
Okay, got the tag team combo here with Sahak and Israfil.
And LUDIBROLO going to take right over on this board next turn with this Star Phoenix.
Getting the 2 damage while you can. And LUDIBROLO is going to feel very happy about taking away that damage. Draw another card.
I'm still kind of iffy on Pure-Hearted Singer and Shadow. Like, I know it needs to draw cards, but giving up the tempo on turn 3 is pretty rough.
Yeah. What are the other... I'm trying to remember other traditional turn 3 plays.
Grimnir, Tentative Knight. There's a lot of things you can do that will extend your tempo.
Yeah.
Pure-Hearted Singer is not one of them.
Grimnir, I feel like, has the potential to be
I play
insane.
I win ladder games all the time with Grimnir in my
2/3 stat lines protect your board so well. And if those
sets up
turn
for
1,
Prince
turn 2
Catacomb
drops,
so easily.
Yeah, if they survive past turn 3, turn 4 you hit the Catacomb and it's over, right?
I mean, you go turn 1 Goblin, turn 2 2-drop, turn 3 Grimnir. When you're on the play, your opponent can't deal with your 2-drop or your 1-drop. They barely sometimes can deal with your Grimnir.
Yeah.
Then you play Prince Catacomb. GG.
Yeah. You can split that between that or Skull Ring, right?
Yep.
So
that's what I do. 3 Skull Ring, 2 Grimnir.
that's it.
Pro tips.
That's it. If you guys weren't listening, that's the update.
Not only
3
that,
Skull
but like
Ring,
when
2
you get
Grimnir.
to turn 10, right? When you get to 10 play points, it gives you another option to wipe the board. You know, like, what do we see in the end game for Shadow vs. Shadow? It's like, how do I deal with this wide board? Oh, wait, there is a card that does that I can play along the curve and also just have for a top deck.
Grimnir. Yeah. Yep, we're on the Sybil turn. There is a tilting. I would play it.
Yeah. Tilting at Windmills, again, with the combo in hand, too. Can play a Sawquill Israfil to wipe the board twice. Get benefits off of both sides of it.
Yeah, drop it, drop
Oh,
it, drop
wow.
it, drop it, drop it. Yes.
And it has the Bahamut, too. Yeah, this game is quickly going to be over.
Yep. The Sahak Israfil. And then he still even has a Breath of the Salamander. He can also just Sahak Israfil, and then Israfil, and then Israfil.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Bahamut.
Yep.
This is the classic tilting. This is without combo. This is just you play a bunch of big followers turn after turn after turn.
Tilting when you can play it on curve after you've ramped is very, very good.
Phenomenal. Being on the play with ramp and tilting is, I believe, unbeatable unless you have a removal option for the tilting at Windmills. You have to be able to destroy it. And we've seen a lot of tech. In the NA side of things, we saw a lot of Fall from Graces. We saw Axe Destroyers. We saw all of these things.
Yeah, techs for all different solutions.
Nope. Yeah, Mr. Full Moons. Yep.
Yeah, Nisha's. Roland decks.
Yeah. All around different techs for different things. But today, just straightforward stuff.
Okay, well, as you mentioned, every time Israfil gets taken down.
It will happen.
I feel like this is where the counter to your thesis is going to be shown. So I think it's important to remember to swing the Sahak wheel first. Okay, just use the spell.
I like this.
That's good, too.
I like this.
Yeah.
Much better to do it this way.
Oh my god. You are dead if there is an Ector. 1, 2, 3, plus 6, 9, 11. Okay, so if he removes 1, he's okay.
Yep. Remove 1 okay, and then you can start jamming down these Israfils. There is another Prince Catacomb, though, so it is scary.
And here's the thing, right? Like, the Ector is off-lethal. Even if you were to put that pressure on your opponent,
doesn't matter.
You could still just die on turn 10.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He has to play the Prince Catacomb to keep pace with his board. The second he lets his board go away, he's going to lose the game, and I think he knows that.
This is huge. But you're right. I mean, when we look at this, when you put the Prince Catacomb on this, you could just lock your board. And you can't play the Ector.
I don't like playing the Prince Catacomb after the Bell on this here because that means that you can get board locked. Because against tilting, they're not going to have anything left in play for you to attack into.
What are you hiding inside?
However, he does have an Ayala right now, so if he chooses to destroy this Ayala, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Looks like he is going to.
Is that the correct way of doing it?
I think this is fine.
No, it's going to leave the skeleton behind. Still going to be locked.
Right.
Oh,
but a
if
board
it wipes,
clean. Yeah.
If
A
it
board
wipes.
wipe will keep it down.
Yep. Okay.
I think you've got to start pulling the trigger if you're LUDIBROLO. You don't really have options. You're either going to heal and stall, or you're going to start going for the win and hope your opponent doesn't have the Ektar.
Yeah. As long as Dreadsea is not here, you need to get rid of the last words.
Yeah, there's no way around it. I mean, you can Fervor and Sybil, right? That is an option.
Yeah.
Go up to 17. That will take you out of lethal range, but again, you're not doing anything to further yourself to win the game.
Yeah.
And you're just put back right into the same spot again.
So I think you put your foot down and you Israfil this turn, and then it becomes much more justifiable next turn to Fervor Sybil.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to go with the Sakwa plan instead.
Okay, this gives a little more flexibility. You have the Phoenix to take down another off the last word pop. So
That's
I think
true.
you swing Israfil here. You swing the Sahak Will here into one.
Actually, yeah, this is way smarter than just playing the Israfil.
Yeah.
This is way smarter. You get so many more followers off the board.
Yep. But you don't get the healing.
You don't get the healing, but the lethal is still taken away.
Need to be careful. There's still 2 turns before Aisha comes out. So you're okay on that front.
Ish. Israfil is going to heal. And I guess that is 2 turns of Israfil in a row. But this Thane
Yeah, but Thane gets really destroyed by Israfil.
does.
Can't swing face, though. So maybe Bahamut is a choice in this case. Oh, boy.
The extra damage, though.
Yep.
Pretty nice. What?
Just 5
Okay.
health left. You play the Bahamut. Still not quite enough to reach the Aisha.
Yeah, but you've got to try to win in just a few turns here, I feel like.
Yeah.
You play the Bahamut attack, you play the Israfil attack, and you win.
Yeah.
But that white is going to stop you, that White King, off of the Immortal Thane.
But the Israfil won't clear out the skeleton, and it has to hit the Thane.
Does it?
Well, if you hit the skeleton and the Thane, if you hit face, then you're dead.
I mean, are you?
You healed up to 9.
And there's only 7 showing.
7
And you
plus
don't pop the White
plus
King.
the Odile.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep, the Odile will do it.
7, 9, 7. If you hit
It's too
the
risky to do
actual
anyway.
Thane, then there's 3 plus 2.
I think you have to Bahamut and hope you draw into a Queen of the Dreadsea.
Oh. Okay, so he probably should be hitting the Thane here.
Yeah.
And then Bahamut on the next turn.
And we talked about this. If you don't, he's dead.
Yep.
Okay, this works too. This into the Bahamut turn after turn. You're not getting any damage done, but you're stopping your opponent from winning. This still opens him up to top deck and Queen of the Dreadsea. That's why that card is so important in this deck.
Yeah.
So
Every
important.
turn. Every turn, he's pretty healthy.
So put him to 7-4. And if he plays an Israfil again, he's done. If he plays a Bahamut, he's done.
Yeah.
Don't let the light blind you.
Man, Sheepy winning against this ramp tilting.
I like it.
And I really feel like it came down to the fact that he just couldn't get his option.
Wow. That's it. The game is over. I do think that there is some consideration on the early turns to try to heal out and draw more options.
Yeah, he didn't use either of the fervors in his hand. He never had a chance to use Sybil.
Nicely done by Sheepy. He was able to construct full boards and Catacomb twice in a row. That's what really pushed him over.
Point. Yeah. The second Catacomb really pushed it over. Every Catacomb against Dragoncraft is exactly where you want to be.
It's just because those options are powerful, but they're very expensive, right? They're a little over. Like, Bahamut is overkill for that.
Right.
You know? You don't need the extra play points to gain, like, a full destruction off tokens, right? You just need something that's, like, on the same scale of confront adversity, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
That's all you need, and then you have the space to play more things after that.
Maybe it's time to rethink our strategies.
Yeah. I think it is options that you include. You know, you start thinking about things like Conflagrate, maybe.
I mean, I think he is playing one. He's playing one Conflagration.
I think so, yeah.
But still, that costs a lot.
It
Can't really do anything outside of it.
7 is pretty pricey.
This one's for my family.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a landslide victory for LUDIBROLO, but it turns out he really needed that Queen of the Dread Sea to push him over the top.
That or just wards.
Sheepy getting a Sheepy hand here. We've seen this before. All the followers, none of the spells.
Oh
no. Lord.
Oh, no. Not again.
Oh, Lord.
How does this happen to you?
It's all right. This all turns around with a draw or two. There you go.
Okay.
That's how it starts.
I think you may as well ping face. Okay.
Okay. He's got some on-curve options now.
The last time he concentrated into more blade mages and chimeras.
He's playing more than the average bear. Okay.
Oh boy.
Concentration into. All right, he got a spell.
Split. Yeah,
he got a spell.
Halfway good, halfway not so good. Oh my god.
Nice little curve here
It's
from LUDIBROLO.
not. The chances are not adjusted correctly in your deck if this happens to you twice in a tournament.
Oh my goodness.
If this happens to you twice in a tournament.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know he's a little heavy on the dudes. little less heavy on the piercing runes.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, it's his only option, right? He's gotta summon that golem, and then see what else he wants to do this turn.
He can play an Ogler, and that's it. He can play one Blade Mage. He can play an Ogler alongside this.
This is a yikes play. This is a oh crap.
Yep.
Granted, LUDIBROLO doesn't really have his tilting yet, so it's not like his endgame package is turning online immediately, but I don't think it needs to in this matchup necessarily. If he can get to 10, never mind. If he can get to 10 fast, I believe Bahamuts are good enough against Daria. They don't have the Prince Catacomb backup for the boards.
If you grab the... Oh, God.
Wow.
No. Turn is a Blade Mage or
This
an
is
Ogler.
quite literally the second time we've seen this from Sheepy.
Yeah.
Last time we saw him throw away most of his hand with a Daria and just lose because he didn't have any followers left.
Yeah, I guess play the most expensive Blade Mage and just start going aggressive.
Yep.
Wow.
Try to do something. He might even evolve and go face. No, doesn't want to take the chance. All right.
That's not good.
It's not what you like to see, no.
Yeah. Not the worst, but that's still a very high value card. LUDIBROLO needs to think twice about this.
This is the cost of Star Phoenix. Sometimes it makes you overdraw.
Yeah.
Especially when you play Draconic Fervor. Now, he can do a crazy cool Star Phoenix play. He can Star Phoenix, take out the Blade Mage, play a Blazing Breath, get the Star Phoenix back, take out the Ogler as well. He wants to just take out the board. He can also play the Tilting this turn.
Okay,
what he's gonna
so
do.
he said basically this board is not going to get any weaker, so play it now. Oh my lord.
Oh,
But this is a lot of damage, right? He's got all 3 Blade Mages out, and they've connected, and one's connected twice. I mean, that's dangerous.
It is dangerous. Absolutely.
But how are you going to get healing or wards? I mean, it's the same problem as the last game.
I don't think it matters, though. I don't think it matters. Eventually, you're going to get to a point where the board's just going to go away, and you have no more Blade Mages. And then they're just going to start playing their Bahamut's. This is a pretty big board, though. This is really hard to deal with.
Yep. Your Sahak Israfil can take down
out
2
3
followers.
Of these. 3 of these.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you swing into 1. The Sahak trades with another. You got 3, 7 damage.
Plus, you actually, no, you can take them all out because you have the Blazing Breath.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that Blazing Breath.
It's good.
It's a 1 card. I think that might lock Sheepy out.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's got a Blade Mage, he's got an Evo, so he's got 4 damage, but without Piercing Runes, I don't know where the extra damage is going to come from.
Doesn't have the Giant
swords,
Chimera either.
Yeah, no Giant Chimera. I don't even think... Yeah, okay, I was going to say, is he really considering not clearing the board here? That is super scary.
Yeah.
And then next turn, Israfil. Turn after Bahamut. Game over. Actually, just next turn, Israfil is game over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Wow. How does that happen to you twice in the tournament?
Because you play too many of them.
Oh, my God.
You play too many. And he plays Silent Lab in his deck, too. You know what I mean? There are a lot of cards. I feel like it's just a little bit too clunky of a Daria deck. Just a little too clunky.
Yep. This is not going to save you.
Like, imagine if he drew a Silent Laboratory here, like just another brick, essentially. And almost literally, because it is a brick. It's a sigil.
Don't let it get to you.
Wow. LUDIBROLO.
With the taunt.
He just dropped it because he knows. You drop the Israfil here.
Evo up.
You take the evolution.
Be gone.
Wow.
Wear it down.
Okay, 1-on-1. LUDIBROLO is bringing it back. That means this Daria deck has to go again.
Will he draw like that again, is the question.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
There's no way.
Probability states that's not possible.
There's no way.
Actually, probability states that anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
but
It's highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely, yes.
It's so unlikely that our brains cannot comprehend how unlikely it is.
Our
because
brains,
you know what? It still could happen, but it's unlikely.
That's
very,
okay.
very
Our
highly
brains don't comprehend much anyway.
Our brains just skip to impossible.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, LUDIBROLO, can you do it? Can you end it here? Or is Sheepy going to do it and reset the bracket?
Oh, Maisie.
Tell you what, Swordcraft, that's what somebody should have played today. They'd have won the tournament. Every time, man. Swordcraft finds a way.
Yeah. It's the benefit of playing the off-meta craft at the Shadowverse Open.
People just aren't used to playing against that stuff. Ooh.
Do you keep?
I don't know. Probably not.
Are you on the play or on the draw?
Especially against Shadowcraft? It's a little too slow.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
It's coming back. Okay, good. It didn't come back. It went out the door, turned around, and came right back in.
Those are the best mulligans, right? When you mulligan a whole hand and then you get all the same cards back, you're like, why'd I even do this? Especially if it's like a one-of in your deck and you're just like, what? I just threw you away.
I'm back. Okay.
All right, this is a hand.
He probably wants to draw a knowledge or something like that.
I mean, he still could. It could get better, yes.
Yeah.
But this is still a good. This is a better hand than he saw last game.
Yes. The strange part about this hand is a Wind Blast is not great until you boost it a little, so he doesn't actually have a turn 2 play that feels good.
Now, he might play the Owl here. Kind of sketchy, but might do it just so he can gain tempo on the draw against Shadowcraft. Oh, Wind Blast it is.
Okay. He says it's not worth waiting.
Yep. Wants the spell boost now.
Whoa!
There it is! There it is! LUDIBROLO!
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Mordecai is Joey. You
That's
hated
right.
Mordecai.
I know.
You love Joey.
That's true. Maybe, you know what?
How does
Mordecai,
that make you feel
newfound
right
respect is what it is.
Oh my God! Do you love Mordecai now?
Maybe. Maybe. Man, full circle. That was crazy.
Oh my God! Just one word changed
Just
everything.
one word changes everything.
Just
You know
rocked
what?
your world.
That's the strange mystery of this world, right? Just a word, just a glance, just a look, just a sound can change your entire world.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, this
Now
is
you
great.
just need to get Mordecai to notice you.
No. I'm fine glancing from a distance.
That's what they all say. Those are the ones who deserve most to be with the person. That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Some people are real creepy.
Yes. Some people are real creepy. All right. Finds a Prince Catacomb, which can set up a good next turn.
As we've seen, Catacomb can be very, very strong.
Now, it depends if he wants to go that route or if he wants to go a little bit wider here, which he can. Got a Bellinus and a Lurching Corpse, which are pretty good plays right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sacrifice any more of this board, though.
He needs to get something started.
LUDIBROLO taking down some notes.
Yep. Or he's texting what he wants for food.
Yeah. Or he's texting Joey Lawrence about how cool he is.
That's what it is.
Head in the game, LUDIBROLO. Come on. We can see you.
Yeah.
I think you just lay down the Bellinus and the Lurching Corpse here. I think it's a pretty straightforward play. It opens you up to a lot next turn with the Necro Assassin or the Prince Catacomb.
Yeah. What are the spell boost options here? You got a Magic Missile, you got the Magic Owl.
Yeah, ordinary stuff.
It's 3, so Daria becomes 4. So probably a turn 5 Daria.
Turn 5 Daria, not too bad. Alongside of an Ogler as well, most likely. So it's Delirial instead. Interesting.
Okay.
It does technically put more damage to the board than the Lurching Corpse does, but it means that the Necro Assassin play to kill 2 followers. He'll want to set up next turn, which he might not have a chance to if he wants to play the Prince Catacomb. So you got to think a couple turns ahead sometimes. I feel like setting up the Lurching Corpse is slightly better, but we'll see how it plays out.
Okay, Magic Owl is going to get rid of the Lirial. So that evolve is not possible anymore. And next turn is going to be a pretty big spell boost turn. If Sheepy hits something like a Knowledge, I feel like he's just going to run away with it.
Maybe. I don't know. We've got combos. We've got Lurching Corpse. We've got Necro Assassin. We've got good boards. I don't think
That's
the
true.
Andrialphus
And
evolution
Sheepy's-
matters as much.
Sheepy's Daria pools are not as explosive.
Right. Okay, so he's just going to even trade, not even use an evolution point this turn. Pretty nice.
Like that. Goes positive on the evolution orbs. And this just looks slightly ineffective in many ways, you know?
GP's definitely going to be able to take back over the board this turn.
First way to Blade Mage.
It really is going to matter what this Lurching Corpse and Necro Assassin hit. Because there is an
Not hit
option.
a Daria or a Giant Chimera.
Well, actually it doesn't, because he's got enough followers in play to deal with that Blade Mage. It depends. If that Blade Mage gets evolved, though, the world changes.
Oh, the world's changing. Right now, are we still in California?
Well, we didn't go anywhere. We're talking about the Shadowverse world.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. I didn't mean to confuse you. I'm sorry.
Araso.
Yeah. Lurching Corpse Necro Assassin, here it comes.
Yep, this is great. This is so good. Hit the Daria.
Oh,
yes.
Best possible scenario. Feels good, man.
Oh, boy.
And again, no redrawn to Daria because the second Daria was drawn already by Sheepy. I feel like Sheepy is...
Is he only running 2?
Daria's?
Yeah.
No, he's running 3.
Okay.
He has a chance for another Daria, but I'm saying he doesn't redraw into one, so it's not like he's going to explode again. Yeah.
Yep. Neither that nor the Chimera, so there seems to be no silver lining.
Yep. Does have some big followers he can play, and the combos are gone. No more Necro Assassins, no more Lurching Corpses, but he does have Ektar.
Yeah.
And he did manage to save an Evolution Orb. So, I feel like LUDIBROLO's got a pretty strong chance going into this mid-game. Then again, the game's still up in the air.
Yeah. Still very dangerous.
It's knowledge I seek.
Can play the Chimera here.
Yep. Gonna do so, save that Evolution Orb.
Nice.
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 Ooh, nice.
Sick.
I feel like he already had that option. I still feel like that's the best option. I feel like you zombie party the Chimera, attack it with the Prince Catacomb, and then evolve over the Clark. That way you keep your entire board.
Here it comes.
Like LUDIBROLO agrees.
Evolve the Skelly, maybe?
I wouldn't evolve the Skelly just because it's
the
vulnerable
zombie?
to Magic Missile. Yeah. Either way, that card's going to die to a Magic Missile.
You see, I'm only getting stronger.
Sets up a nice Ektar turn, so Sheepy's going to have to deal with this board as best he can. He knows that Ektar is an option.
How interesting.
Can he do that?
I mean, especially now, he's got a chance for Missile, Magic Missile, and Wind Blast.
He just tries to draw.
Wow. Well, that does not give him as many options this turn. So we're looking at, what, 5 plus 6 damage is 11 damage. Not lethal yet.
Yeah. But that really does put him pretty far behind. He is boosting the Wind Blast. That will probably take care of the Ektar if that comes down. Oh, well, the fact that the Flame Destroyer is here is...
Hello, big guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, Aisha freshly drawn.
That's nice to have.
Yep. I feel like LUDIBROLO has to deal with this Flame Destroyer.
Yes.
That's a must. Gotta go jam. Another zombie party in.
2, 4, 7, 3. Yeah.
Well, technically, you can run the skeleton in, and then you can play the Ektar, attack for 8, and use the 2 other followers to take down the Flame Destroyer and still get in that 8 damage this turn, which is pretty nice.
I think that's probably the choice. Any opportunity you have to lower your opponent below 10. Especially against Daria, where there's little healing and little wards.
You do use up 8 shadows to do it, but you're still left with 3, 4, 5, 6. So you only need to get 4 back over the course of another turn. That seems pretty easy.
Yeah, you have more zombie parties. You have Demon Eater. I think you can gain back the shadows pretty quick.
Yeah, I like that play. LUDIBROLO definitely going to the tank for it. This is a very important game. This is a match game for him.
It could be, yeah. It could be the tournament winning game here for LUDIBROLO, or you could get reset on. And then he has to fight Sheepy again.
All right, looks like he's going the path of the zombie party, keeping all of his shadows up.
Okay.
Still nothing explosive from Sheepy here.
His
Can't play
Wind
the
Blast is
Chimera.
boosted up.
Yeah, Wind
Chimera
Blast.
is still being boosted.
Blast can do it, and then he has the option of playing an Ogler if he wants.
I feel like Sheepy kind of doesn't want to play the Wind Blast, though. He's going to need something to push through the Ektar.
12 damage.
Wow. That zombie is not together.
All right, goes with the Blade Mage instead. Try to trade off as much of the board as possible. Feel like this is another good setup turn. You can just Skull Ring, Andrielphus. You can even play the Demeter this turn. A lot of good options here.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of good options to get Sheepy to 10, though.
Yeah.
This is kind of what we were talking about.
Hector is one away.
This head can't be taken.
Wow.
This is a nice push, though.
Yeah. He's hoping that just one of them will stay, which I think one of them will.
Yeah, I think this is doom for Sheepy. I mean, he can't not deal with anything on the board, and he can't deal with everything on the board.
LUDIBROLO off the mid Shadow, and we talked about it. Shadow seemed to be the deck of the day.
Deck of the day, because everyone else was playing a little bit too greedy.
And mid Shadow punishes so hard. And there's the turn 10. The Aisha can come down with the 11 shadows. Gonna spend 10 of those. Double strike for 10 damage.
Yep, or attacking twice.
Yeah, attacking twice. There it is, and the hero Andrielphus for the finish, and that means LUDIBROLO will finish in first place.
Champion of the week.
The last European qualifier.
That's right.
LUDIBROLO. I think that's going to put him at #1 in the leaderboard, too.
Probably will.
He's going to be the MVP.
Yeah.
He's probably going to the MVP.
MVP is pretty cool, guys. So something that we didn't mention yet, but very cool, is the top point earner for each season will get an MVP flare.
The most valuable player.
So not just weekly champion, if you were the most valuable.